Representative Alma Hernandez.
Mr. Speaker, Pro Tem, I rise to explain my vote.
Provided we can stay within the rules, please proceed.
Happy to do so. Already we've explained why we're in opposition of this bill. I've already expressed why I think it's really a sad day that we're even discussing and bringing this bill to the floor. I do want to emphasize three things. One, it's been said many times now that this is not invasive testing, that this is done all the time. Well, I respectfully disagree, because not one of you that is sitting in this chamber has to go through any of this that we're asking. And if you don't think it's invasive to make allegations against a child who is playing in sports and have them go through the process just because you don't feel that they look feminine enough, that in itself is invasive. We're talking about mental health all the time, but no one is talking about the mental health of the children who are trans. And what we're doing is not helping them. If we truly cared about the suicide rates, we wouldn't do things like this. And it was also mentioned hypocrisy. Well, I love that that was brought up, because it's only brought up and used against when it's true. And as I mentioned before, everyone keeps mentioning the science that's supporting this. I'd love for you all who have said that to use science in other votes that we take. It would be great if we talked about the science and other health-related issues, and we don't. Someone also mentioned victims. And the only victims here are the trans children and the members of the LGBT community. This is a direct attack on the LGBTQ community. This isn't about women's rights. This isn't about women's health. This is about giving a win to one individual who is sitting in this chamber, who continues to push these bills that make many of you who are voting for this today feel uncomfortable because you don't agree, but you have no option. You have the option today to do what is right and vote against it and not worry about your re-election.
30 seconds.
It is appalling that we let one individual, Kathy Herod, who is sitting here today, make the decisions that come out of this chamber. It is sad.
Mr. Allen, point of order.
Point of order. She's bringing personalities into this.
He's not a member of this
Personality
body.
that's not, as far as I can tell, a member, Mr. Allen.
Correct.
It's overruled. Ms. Hernandez, I think we stopped you at about 20 seconds or so.
So I would just like to encourage those members who are sitting here and know that this is the wrong thing to do what is right, and not allow one individual to tell you how to legislate. And with that, I vote no.
Representative Hernandez votes no.